Writers on the stone. Writers on the stone. Into this house we're born.
Chris Anino here, and I'm here with Amy O'Neill. Amy, it's a wonderful pleasure to finally meet you. Had the biggest crush on you when I was a kid. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Her and I are at Super RetroCon in Florida here. We're having a lovely time. And Amy, we've been talking about everything today. We've talked about, everything from sea shanties to you name it. And I understand that you have a film coming out. Can you please explain that?
Yeah, well, I'm producing a movie that is about Jim Morrison before he joined The Doors. And it's based on an autobiographical book by Craig Strete, who knew Jim Morrison back in Venice Beach in 1965. And they published a book of poetry together. Both of them were poets. So it focuses more on Jim Morrison as a poet. And it's been really exciting developing the script, and we are in the phase of attaching the director. I'm making it with Andre Relis of VMI and Orion Williams, and it's really exciting to be working on a project about an icon like Jim Morrison.
Well, he was an incredible. He changed the route of music. Because before it used to be bubblegum pop songs, and he made it so it was more deep, more philosophical with his poetic lyrics. And that's what I noticed with him, because you hit one point in the 60s where it was kind of like, you had the Herman's Hermits, second verse, same as the verse. But then you have the Doors, and they went more deep with Come On Baby Like a Fire, everything like that. So he had a profound impact on music as far as lyrics go. And also, how the music also goes as well. So this is going to be a very interesting project, because we can finally see where the roots where he began with what now, you can have like a ballad, and it's a big story and a lyrical story now. So.
Well, yeah, and he had such a profound impact on his fans. I think because of the depth that he went to. He was so educated, and a lot of the education was he was self-propelled to look into metaphysics and poetry and philosophy, and he had such a powerful drive to get his message across. So I know there are fans out there who are really excited to see the movie and want to see it soon. So
that's awesome. I'm really looking forward to this too. And
me too.
Yeah, it's going to be great. And obviously I was a huge fan of Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, and before I was talking about Rick Moranis, and I always thought he was a genius with Second City, and you and I were talking about like John Goodman, and so you met John Goodman briefly.
Yeah.
And how was it like working with Rick on Honey, I Shrunk the Kids?
It was great. He was really scientific about his approach to comedy. It's all thought out, and it was like watching a master craftsman. So yeah, it was exciting, and he was a really kind man too.
I enjoyed that film. It was a wonderful film, and I watched it with my mom, and it's a great thing, and especially when you got saved from the scorpion, and oh my God, it was just, I'm like, oh my God, I hope she's okay, and she drowned almost, but I know, I loved it. It was a great film, great actors. I'm glad that you're producing this. It's a wonderful thing, and this is going to be wonderful, and please keep us informed. We'd like to have more updates with Nemhoff News. Thank you so much, Amy, for taking
hello,
the time.
Boston, the Northeast.
Writers on the stone. Writers